Patriot League on ESPN welcomes you to Reeves Field in Washington, D.C. for the penultimate day of the Men's Soccer Patriot League season as American getting set to take on Army with just...
Fans and alumni stop by any of the 3 DMV area Gregorio's locations in Bethesda, Potomac, and Reston for some home-style Italian cooking made with the...
Today's broadcast is brought to you by PenFed, the official credit union of the Patriot League, by Herff Jones. Herff Jones is proud to be the official championship jeweler of the Patriot League, and by TIAA, the official retirement planning partner of the Patriot League. And today's starting lineups are brought to you by your 3 DMV neighborhood and family-owned Gregorio's Trattoria locations. And first for the visitors, Aiden Rice gets the start in goal, made his first collegiate appearance against Villanova, was really impressive, and retains his place today. Nunn wins the first header, and the second, Schweikert pops it out for Bear. Luskin. Cooper. Brown. Bombala. Has McGee checking inside. Instead, Bombala will bring it in and get it off for Kim. Couldn't get it over Boyle, whose header is right to So. So looking to run. Over for Matei, just a bit too much on it. Matei still able to track it down. Back for Bear. Bear stands it up to the back post. Played in for So. Gorgeous goal from American. Mustafa So, his second in as many games. And AU have their talons in front. Style Italian specialties and pizza for lunch or dinner 7 days a week. 3 minutes from the second half kickoff at Reeves Field, American with a 2-0 lead over Army, courtesy of goals from Mustafa So and Samuel Hershey. And today's halftime stats are presented by Under Armour, the official outfitter of AU Eagles Athletics. An American with 3 shots to Army's 1. The 2 shots on targets went in. No saves for either keeper. AU out-cornering Army 3-0. And it's a 60% possession to 40% for American. So thanks again to Under Armour for sponsoring our halftime stats. Be sure to browse and shop online via the AU campus store for the newest officially licensed Under Armour American University soccer apparel. Shop online anytime at shopamericanu.com. So AU with the 2-0 lead. But what do we say? What's the cliche? That the 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in soccer. 1 goal for Army and they'll be right back into it. The complexion of the game will change completely as we have 45 minutes left on the penultimate day of the Patriot League men's soccer regular season. And for the latest Patriot League news, follow the official league accounts on Instagram and X at Patriot League, at Patriot_Game_Day, and at Patriot League TV. And I came up to the booth today, and my cameraman who's with me here, Corey, just looked at me and said, "What are you wearing? You need to visit PatriotLeagueStore.com to buy Patriot." Gets it back for Luskin. Boyle. Back for Takahashi. Long ball looking for So. Headed away by Cooper. Popped over the top from Schweikert. Matei Shields gets it off for Rodriguez. Rodriguez continues his run. Bear. Back for Rodriguez. Zemi Rodriguez! The Eagles are soaring. Just past the hour mark. They extend the lead to 3-0. Again, the inner passing proving devastating. And Rodriguez never going to miss from there. He has driven this midfield forward, started the move, and finished it. Zemi Rodriguez with his 3rd goal of the season, and AU have the breathing room they crave. 29 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the contest. What a little flick on that was in that 1-2 with Nevin Bear. And Nevin Bear and Mustafa Sow come off. Jared Weber, the freshman, comes on to replace Nevin Bear. Meanwhile, Samuel Hershey is in for Sow. And what a shift Sow had. Created so many opportunities in this second half, starting with his defense to help win the ball back for American and then create opportunities in transition. And remember, as things stand, Mustafa Sow still has the game-winning goal. What an opportunity to get Jared Weber into the game. And played really well against NC State and also against Colgate. And here he is showing out wide should Fogel want him. He's got options inside though. Matei is in between the pocket and none is in support. Boyle in between the lines. Skips away from Kim. Schweikert. Oh, and Fogel getting caught in possession. Cooper is out to mop up. Now the referee stopping the clock as an AU player down, and I believe it's Bleecker, and looks to be Cramp. You saw just how important Carrie Fernandez is to this team in the game against Lehigh. When Taku Takahashi scored that second goal, she's the first person he ran over to celebrate with, because of everything that she's done to help him with his rehabilitation from missing last season through injury. Now out to check on Captain Mike Bleecker. Another player that AU cannot afford to lose for these final 27 plus minutes, and alongside coming into today, league leaders Loyola on Wednesday for the final game of the game, and stepping into the passing lane by Schweikert. Takahashi, forward for Hershey. And there's that hold-up play from Hershey to get it out wide for Boyle. Into the feet of Matei. Weber screaming for it. Now he's going to come inside, but Robbie Matei going. Still Matei. Matei bought down at the top of the box. And a free kick for the likes of Robbie Matei, Taku Takahashi, or Zemi Rodriguez if he wants his brace. So Parra and Palomo on. Boyle and Matei off. Cooper Warren off for Army. And Sean Adujiampi back on. Weber showed too much of it to Brown. Adujiampi closed down by Weber. Luskin. Cooper steps in front of Hershey. Shirley with his first touch. Forward for Rodriguez. Luskin has room to venture forward. Picks up his head, assesses his options, and will get it out wide. Inside the final 24 minutes. What a ball from Takahashi. Neatly bought down by Weber. Palomo has Bambala, was ghosting in behind him. Palomo was wise to it. Off for Schweikert. Is able to dribble away from the pressure. And Schweikert just always seems to make the right decision, doesn't he? Whether to keep possession or force the issue. So often he moves against the grain of the play, and that's what opens up the space for him. Very few players have the intelligence to be able to do that. So often players will move with the flow of play. Schweikert's movement is often against it to open up the spaces for him not only to receive the ball in different pockets, but also other pockets for Zemi Rodriguez to run into or for forwards to check back into as well. The header from Weber. Coleman, one back by Schweikert. Weber, closed down by Clement. Palomo. American pinging the ball around nicely, keeping possession, letting the clock run down as we're at the midway point of the second half. Eagles firmly in the driver's seat at 3-0. First half goals from So and Hershey, and a second half goal coming from Zemi Rodriguez, but there's defensive work to do here. Atkinson has gotten forward. Nobody making a run at the back stick for the Black Knights. Clipped over for Hershey. Weber into the middle. Adu Jamfi was brought down by Rodriguez, but the ref playing advantage. Adu Jamfi with time to pick out a pass. Oh, it's a good ball, wasn't it? But it was well measured by Cooper Nunn. Header won by Brown, brought down by Kim. One back by Schweikert. So a throw in for Schweikert. We'll leave it off for Fogel. Jacob Lee getting set to check back in at the next opportunity for Army. Fogel, little touch forward for Schweikert. Off for Palomo. Para, so good at combining. Reyes, Para, Hershey. Over for Rodriguez. Along for Weber. Back for Rodriguez. Played a bit behind Schweiker, who will retrieve it. AU continue to stroke the ball around the pitch to find the open man, to keep possession. Inside for Para. Does well to keep possession. Palomo. Para. Along for Hershey. More good hold-up play from Hershey. Para moves it along for Rodriguez. He invites Fogel into the attack. Rodriguez, Fogel. Hershey was able to spin Luskin, but Luskin won the header. Now Hershey holds on to it. Back for Rodriguez. Weber! What a build-up and move from American. How many passes were there from side to side, back to front, to open up that opportunity for Weber, and in the end, just couldn't keep his foot locked enough to get that ball back across the face of goal. But you could see the intelligence of the movement and the run from Weber to create that chance for himself. And of course, Rodriguez was always going to find him. And here he is doing the dirty work on the defensive end, Weber, as he wins the free kick. Final 90 seconds of the 90. Zuancha continuing to battle. Away by Mejia. And that's a heavy challenge. And it'll be a yellow card as well for Adu Jamfi. Up next for American, well, at least coming into the penultimate round, league leaders Loyola up in Baltimore. We'll see whether they need points on the final day or not to cement their place in the postseason. Army, meanwhile, will be at home versus Boston. Matei. It's been sensational today, Robbie Matei. Goals from So, Hershey, and Rodriguez. 3 goals to give American all 3 points as they run out 3-0 winners against Army. 3 victories on the bounce, 3 consecutive clean sheets as well. American coming into form as they head into the final day of the regular season on Wednesday. They improved to 6-4-4 on the season. More crucially, 3-2-3 in the Patriot League.